Hey guys, it is time to color. So what we're going to do with our oil pastels is basically kind of add some pops of color throughout, but we're going to leave some spots empty to just add pure watercolor there as well. Okay, so we're going to go a little mixed media with this project. So here's the deal. Colors are completely up to you. Where you color, how much you color is kind of up to you. So the one thing you do need to be careful with, because we used black, I want you to almost outline your space that you're coloring to really avoid touching the black as much as possible when you go to work, especially with these lighter colors. So like using yellow, I want to make sure it stays as yellow as possible. So I am kind of working around my black. Sorry, you couldn't see that. I didn't realize it was off the screen. So I'm going to hold on to my yellow and I'm going to add other areas of yellow in. It's just going to make you go a little bit more efficient as you work. If you constantly switch colors, then it gets kind of crazy. So again, I got to be really careful about that black mixing in with my yellow. And it's okay if it does a little bit, but we don't want it to get kind of crazy. Okay. I should probably have a little bit more yellow somewhere else over here. Maybe I'm gonna do the inside of the circle. So again, I'm trying to not touch the black as much as I can and then fill in the yellow. So we are only doing, again, pops of color in places, and where you put them is really dependent on you and what you want your project to look like. So I'm going to fill in this whole square. And maybe down here. Let's see, I'm going to do this whole section down here. So there's really no rhyme or reason to what I'm choosing. I'm just trying to spread my choices and my colors out a little bit. Still being careful around that black. See, I got some mixed in there. So my red's a little darker in that area, but that's okay. And it's okay if it's not, if you leave a little bit of white space, that's completely fine. We are going to fill in all of that when we go to watercolor. Okay, I feel like I need a little bit more red, so I'm going to go over here. And you can use any color that's in your oil pastels. That's completely up to you. So again, just being really careful. Those of you that use black to outline, the white won't matter as much, but you don't want to cover it up. We want to leave it pretty solid. Let's see. Go do this one. So I'm going to get about, like 30 to 50% colored with oil pastel. Not going super nuts, but also, not really holding back too much either. So again, I like to trace the shape and then color it in. It helps kind of take away the opportunity to smudge with the black. All right. And sometimes I need to clean off my oil pastel if I run it through the black. So again, all colors. You can use whatever you want out of your oil pastel kit. And then if you accidentally get black in there like I just did, I'm just going to kind of blend in the color a little bit more of the oil pastel. So it turns into a little bit more of a darker orange, and that's totally fine. All right. I think I've got a little bit more to do. I would want to kind of play with colors, and you know, I used a darker green the first time, so now I'm going to use more of that Klee green. And just kind of mix it up a little bit. Notice that with my other hand, I'm just holding like 2 fingers. I'm holding my paper down carefully so that I don't put my whole hand and smudge anything as I'm working. All right. Okay, so I would decide, you know, does this feel good to me? Do I think I'm done? Do I need a little bit more? Do I need to go back with a different color? I'm going to go ahead and go back to the blue and add a little blue in this one. And then I think I'm done. Okay, so that's as much as I'm going to do in oil pastel with my project. I'm going to quickly switch to my white one and just do a quick example so that you can see. If you wanted to do something where you took all of your blues, so there are 4 blues in your kit. So what if you make the whole thing and just it rotates with those different blues? You can totally do that. So I will kind of show that as an example. So again, the white oil pastel is going to be a little bit more friendly than the black if you accidentally rub up against it, but you still want to be nice and careful. So I still do the whole concept of outlining the shape before filling it in. Okay, let's see. So I guess the concept I'm going for here is something a little bit more monochromatic, meaning we're using one color, but all the different varieties of one color. So I've done 2 completely different examples for you. Whatever method you want to use is really up to you. But I kind of like the concept of using different colors for different things. Oh, I noticed that there's no white outline here, so I got to go back. Grab my white quick. Get that in there before I go and trace. So I'm just really kind of taking my time, being careful and thinking about where do I want color, where do I not want color. What sort of look am I going for? Balancing out where the watercolor will eventually be is important to me too. So if you happen to really love one color, you could do this for sure. The issue is, though, in your kit, like, you have more blues than anything else. You have 3 greens. You do have a decent amount of yellows and oranges, so you could do that as well. But this really is probably limited to doing those yellows and oranges or those blues or the... Oh, actually, you do have 4 greens, so you could do greens as well. But you don't really have enough variety of anything else to do it more monochromatically. And that's okay. I just wanted to show you an example so to tell you that, you know, you didn't have to do exactly what I was doing for that other example, that you could mix it up, change it up as you are working. All right. So I'm just about finished with my oil pastel step. Our last step will be to watercolor, which is really exciting. And we're going to break that up into 2 days. We're going to do the background one day and the castle itself another day. Because as you've learned in the past with watercolor, we do definitely need to take our time and kind of rotate on the paper so that we don't have any bleeding spots with watercolor. Okay, let's see. I feel like I didn't use this one very much. And some of these blues actually look really similar to each other, so it's kind of tricky. But you could overlap 2 blues to make a new one, to make them look a little different. That's totally optional, obviously, but it's available for you to do that. So just so you know. All right. I think I'm pretty pleased with what I have. I'm going to go in with this one and do one more. I didn't use very much of this color. So again, tracing and then filling in. All right, that's it for today. I'll bring up the other examples. They're 2 very different looks, right? We've got our monochromatic and we've got our kind of multicolored look here. Don't worry about any smudges that happen. It's okay. It's art, and mistakes happen, and we live with them, we work with them, and we're going to make it awesome together. So put these somewhere safe, or your one project somewhere safe, and we're going to get ready to watercolor tomorrow. Have a good one, guys.